What if you just had 2 weeks to show your kids the best of New Zealand? You've seen the pictures, those dramatic peaks, magical glowworm caves and steaming geysers. But here's the thing, the planning feels absolutely overwhelming. In this video you get 2 proven family itineraries, including one for both islands and one just for the South Island. You get a clear day-by-day plan, travel tips and advice for traveling by rental car or motorhome. Option 1, both islands in 14 days. Let's start with the North Island and the South Island combination. Here is your complete 14-day breakdown. Day number 1 and 2, Auckland. Most international flights arrive into Auckland, making it the perfect starting point. After your long-haul flight, take a shuttle or a taxi to your first accommodation. Do not collect your rental car immediately. You will be tired as well as your kids will be tired. On your first full day, you've got great options. Take a ferry to 𝗦𝗧𝗂𝗂𝗯𝗲 Island for the beaches and easy coastal walks, or explore the Auckland waterfront or climb the Sky Tower. The key here is keeping it relaxed after the long-haul flight. Day 3 and 4, Coromandel Peninsula. On day 3, pick up your rental car and head to the Coromandels. This is about 2.5 hours to 3 hour drive. Stay 2 nights on the eastern side, either in Whitianga or 𝗂𝗄𝗃 Beach. On your first full day, this is where the magic really happens for the family. The hot water beach is incredible. When the tide is low, you can dig your own hot pool in the sand. Kids absolutely love this. Day 5 and 6, Waitomo Caves and Rotorua. Day 5 is a bigger travel day. Drive from the Coromandels to Rotorua, but stop at the Waitomo Caves along the way. I've done a separate video on the Waitomo Caves options. Check it out in the description box below. After Waitomo, you continue to Rotorua for 2 nights. So on day 6, you can explore the region between Rotorua and Taupo. This is where Rotorua really shines for families. You've got the thermal parks like Te Puia, where you can see the geysers and the Maori cultural performances. The redwood forest has easy walking tracks and even a treetop walk. If you want something more adventurous, then the Rotorua canopy zipline tour is perfect through the native bush. Or head south towards Lake Taupo for the hooker falls and the jet boating. Again, I've done a detailed video on these areas below in my playlist. So on day 7, you drop off your rental car at Rotorua Airport and take a domestic flight to Queenstown. This flight takes only hours and saves you a massive drive through the North Island and taking the ferry to the South Island. So after arriving in Queenstown, stay for 3 nights. You can either stay car-free and use local tours, or collect a rental car at Queenstown Airport for more flexibility. So on day 8 and 9 you have 2 full days in Queenstown. Queenstown is New Zealand's adventure capital and it's surprisingly family friendly. The Skyline gondola takes you up to the incredible views over Queenstown. The Onslow steamship cruise across Lake 𝗤𝗏𝗃 is a classic experience. Now here's the big question. Should you do Milford Sound as a day trip from Queenstown? For kids 10 years plus, it could work, but honestly, for younger children, it's a very long day. We're talking about 12-hour plus return. One option could be that you do a cruise fly from Queenstown to Milford Sound, but this will be weather dependent. Now on day 10, travel from Queenstown to Franz Josef. This is about a 6-hour drive through the Haast Pass. But here's why it's so worth it. You literally drive from the dry, golden central Otago landscape into the lush rainforest in just a few hours. Stop at the Blue Pools tracks. It's only a 20 minutes easy walk to see the most incredible turquoise waters. Kids can usually manage this walk easily. Stay 2 nights in Franz Josef. The glacier itself has retreated, but helicopter tours are still spectacular. Another family favorite here is the lagoon kayaking tour from Okarito. It's a short, peaceful trip into the largest wetland, lagoon, river system here in New Zealand with rare birds to see. Totally unique to do this. If you find this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button below to stay in touch for more helpful New Zealand travel videos to come. Also, please tick the like button as it helps our channel to grow. Thank you very much. On day 12, drive north from Franz Josef to Greymouth. Stop at the 𝗤𝗏𝗃𝗃 Gorge and Shandytown, then drop off your rental car in Greymouth and board the Transalpine train to Christchurch. This train journey is one of the world's great scenic railways. Your kids will love it. You arrive in Christchurch around 6-7 p.m. and stay for 2 nights. Get a transfer into your inner city hotel from the railway station. Use the next day to explore Christchurch. The botanical gardens are beautiful. Take a boat ride on the Avon River or head over to Aotearoa and the Banks Peninsula on a guided tour, so without a car. Aotearoa offers harbour cruises where you can see the world's rarest dolphins. Now, that's option 1, but what if I told you there's an option that gives your family more breathing room and works perfectly with a motorhome? To make things easier for you, you can download my free PDF sample itineraries for both options with accommodation recommendations, family-friendly tour links and driving distances. There's also a ChatGPT travel prompt you can use to further customize your plans. All the links are in the description box below. Right, here's travel option number 2. 14 days focusing entirely on the South Island. And this is where motorhome travel really shines for families. On day 1, you arrive into Christchurch, transfer to your city accommodation and stay for 1 night. This gives everyone time to recover from the flight. Day 2 and 3, pick up your rental car or motorhome and head to Lake Tekapo. This is about a 4 to 5 hour drive via the inland scenic route, going through the Rakaia Gorge and Geraldine. I always recommend this route over the main highway, State Highway 1. It's much more scenic. Stay 2 nights based in Tekapo or nearby 𝗬𝗏𝗯𝗲 or at Glentana Motorhome Park if you're traveling with a motorhome. On your full day, drive into Mount Cook National Park. The Hooker Valley track is perfect for families. It's relatively flat, takes only about 3 hours return and delivers incredible alpine views. There's also a swing bridge and the kids love it. At night, don't miss the spectacular stargazing. The 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗁 region is an international dark sky reserve. You can do tours at Mount John Observatory or simply look up from your accommodation. Your children will definitely remember this experience. On day 4 and 5, travel to Dunedin with stops along the way. Visit Oamaru to see the Victorian Harbour District. The Meraki boulders are a must-see. These are giant rocks on the beach. They're looking almost like aliens. In Dunedin, base yourself for 2 nights. The real magic happens on the Otago Peninsula. This is the only place in the world where you can see an albatross colony so close to a major city. Book a wildlife tour. You also see yellow-eyed penguins and fur seals. Kids absolutely love getting close to wildlife. On day 6, travel from Dunedin to Te Anau. Now, here's the choice. The direct route takes about 4 to 5 hours, but if you have time, take the southern route via Nugget Point Lighthouse, Invercargill and then via Riverton to Itinerary. Yes, it's longer, but you'll see some of the most untouched landscapes in New Zealand. Note, I would not recommend this longer route to take with a motorhome as it takes much more time. Stay for 2 nights in Te Anau. This is your gateway to the Fiordland National Park. On your full day, you got 2 main options, Milford Sound or 𝗪𝗆𝗆 Sound. Both are spectacular. For families, here's my recommendation. Leave your motorhome or rental car stationary today and join a local tour from Te Anau, which will include the 2-hour one-way drive to Milford Sound. The cruise in the fjord will be included as well. The scenery along the Milford roads is incredible and you can relax much more without the driving. Another great option for active families is hiking on the last section of the 𝗬𝗏𝗡 track as a day hike. I recommend using a local family-owned operator called Trips and Tramps who does this perfectly. The link is in the description box below. But if you want something more remote and less crowded, choose 𝗬𝗏𝗆𝗆. It requires a boat cruise across Lake Manapouri, then a bus ride over the pass, then another boat cruise in the fjord. It's a full day experience, but you will not be able to go for short walks as you would be on the 𝗬𝗏𝗡 road trip. Right, day 8. Travel from 𝗬𝗏𝗃 to 𝗏𝗏𝗃 passing through Queenstown. This gives you a chance to see Queenstown without staying there. Queenstown can be more expensive than 𝗏𝗏𝗃 and it's busier. Stay for 2 nights in 𝗏𝗏𝗃. This place is like Queenstown's more relaxed cousin. It's got the stunning lake views, mountain views, but has a more gentle pace. Perfect for families. There are easy walking tracks, you can rent bikes and cycle along the lake. Check other activity options in my 𝗏𝗏𝗃 video up here or in the link in the description box below. On day 10, travel from 𝗏𝗏𝗃 to Franz Josef via the Haast Pass. Remember to stop at the Blue Pools and the Ship Creek Walk. Stay for 1 night in Franz Josef and explore the glacier area. If you're in a motorhome, there are good holiday park facilities available. On day 11, travel north through 𝗤𝗏𝗃 to 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗂𝗃. Stop again at the 𝗤𝗏𝗃 Gorge on the way. In 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗂𝗃, visit the Pancake Rocks. These limestone formations look exactly like stacked pancakes, and on high tide, the blowholes are just spectacular. Stay for 1 night and here's an insider tip. There are no supermarkets or petrol stations in 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗂𝗃, so stock up in Greymouth or 𝗤𝗏𝗃𝗃 before you travel on. Day 12 and 13. Travel from 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗂𝗃 to the Nelson Tasman region. Don't miss the detour through 𝗪𝗏𝗆 near Westport. There's a seal colony here with stunning coastal views and a walk. Stay 2 nights in the Nelson Tasman area. If you're visiting the 𝗟𝗶𝗆 Tasman National Park, stay in Motueka, Mapua or Kaiterriteri Beach rather than in Nelson City itself. You can save yourself an hour's drive from Nelson to the 𝗟𝗶𝗆 Tasman. On your full day, explore the 𝗟𝗶𝗆 Tasman National Park. This is New Zealand's smallest national park, but also one of the most beautiful. You can use a water taxi to secluded beaches, go on a kayaking tour or an easy coastal walk. The beaches here are golden sand and the water is crystal clear. For families with younger children, try a shorter walk from Marahau to Apple Tree Bay. It's an easy and rewarding one without water taxi needed. On day 14, travel from the Nelson Tasman region to Kaikoura. This takes usually about 4 to 5 hours and goes through the Marlborough wine region. Kaikoura is world famous for the whale watch. Book your tour for the early morning as the sea conditions are usually calmer. If whale watching isn't available, the dolphin encounter and the seal swim are equally incredible. If you have a little bit more time, you can easily stay a second night in Kaikoura. So the next morning, drive from Kaikoura to Christchurch takes about 2.5 hours. Return your motorhome or rental car at the airport and depart in the afternoon. Now let's talk about the motorhome versus rental car decision, because many families ask me about this question. Motorhomes are perfect if you want to maximize your flexibility with your family. Your children are okay with smaller living spaces. You enjoy the camping lifestyle. You want to save money on accommodation. But here's what you need to know. You'll travel slower than with a rental car. Plan for about 20% less distance per day. You need to book holiday parks ahead, especially if you're traveling between November and March. So rental cars are better if you want to maximize your time at destinations. You prefer comfortable hotel beds. You want to move quickly between locations. So here you have 2 proven family itineraries for 14 days in New Zealand. Download the free PDF sample itineraries or use our ChatGPT travel planner linked in the description box below. For specific questions, put them into the comments box and I'll answer them for you. Check out my detailed destination videos. I've linked them all in the playlists below. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.